Hi everybody, today we're going to have a look at the new Volkswagen steering wheel on the vehicle. So we're going to take you through that, show you what all the buttons do and give you a brief overview. But before we do that, part of the new steering wheel is the new Volkswagen logo. And I say new, it's been around for quite a while now because they changed this some time ago. And it wasn't just with commercial vehicles, they changed it throughout the branding, so Volkswagen cars as well, they've gone for the new logo. And last week we actually had all of our signage replaced on the building as well to get the new logos in. So for example, on one of our early videos a week or two ago, we showed you the sign inside the building, which has now actually been changed, and it even lights up as well on the inside. It's just nice and bright. This on there. We've had the signage on the outside of the building redone as well. Our totem poles have been done the outside of the building as well. It's just like really nice, fresh and modern look to it as well. It goes in with all of our flags as well. So we thought we'd give you a quick show of that, and then we'll have a look at this steering wheel in the vehicle. So we're sitting in one of our new showroom display vehicles, which is an Ocean model, and this is the new steering wheel. You would have seen this on some of the videos we've done before, but we just thought we'd talk a little bit more about it. So obviously it's a flat bottom steering wheel, so this bottom part here is flat, so that's what gives it a name from on there. And then obviously we've got the new VW logo in the front, and a different type of plastic we were used to on the side from on here as well. Horn is in where it would normally be on these, which is on either side here. To press either one way or the other way. As you can see from there, that's the horn. And obviously behind this you can see the word airbag. So obviously there's a driver airbag which is also behind here as well. Before I talk about the actual what the buttons and things do as well, steering wheel feel, I don't know whether this is the case or not, but it feels a little bit thicker, I think, in the hands possibly than the previous one. I don't know whether that's right or not. I've not checked it against one of the other ones, but it certainly does feel a bit quite chunky that's on as well. It's really nice to hold the steering wheel. So getting onto the buttons, so we start with this side that's on here on the right hand side. So we've obviously got these buttons at the bottom here are for your stereo, to move your tracks up and down or whatever you're listening to, radio stations, things like that. You've got the main OK button in the middle, and then the two buttons either end here are going to move through this top range navigation system, any audio, telephone, for example, vehicle status that's there, driving data, and it keeps on flicking through. So that's going to roll through each of those particular ones, and then that will then show in the middle of your dash. And then your two other buttons, your top and bottom buttons, basically scroll through the different options. So on driving data, you've got your AdBlue range, consumption, speed, oil temperatures. The list goes on and on. Obviously, if you were on, for example, audio, would give you, say, your radio stations if you listen to radios, and you can move these up and down and they'll play through those particular ones as well. In combination with that, you've got the view button. So what the view button does is it changes the digital dashboard, which is standard on the Ocean model. So by pressing that, it will change it to different formats. So obviously, to give you different views. So your standard view is like this. So you've got your miles per hour on one side, and then on the other side here you've got your rev counter. So your next one on there will give you your full screen. So if we had navigation in here, obviously we're in the showroom at the moment, but if you had navigation on here you could follow your whole maps in one side, and then to go again we'll give you more detailed information like range, average speed, etc. that's off your details that's on there as well. So the view button basically just changes the different view settings actually on the digital dashboard. And the final one on here is the voice activation. So you press that, it will bring up the voice activation, and then obviously then you can actually then talk to the vehicle and ask it to do certain functions as well. I think we're going to do a separate video on voice recognition very shortly, so we can talk you through that as well and show you what can and can't do with the vehicle as well. We haven't got one as well looking at the navigation system in a couple of weeks time, because we've not really been fully through that actually recently as well. So we thought we'd do a bit of a recap on the navigation system, and we can talk about the extras like voice control as well in there at the same time. So everything else on the other side, on the left hand side, plus and minus for your volume, so that's nice and easy. And then the rest of it here is to do with your adaptive cruise control on the vehicle. So you can turn it on and off, just on here. There we go, front assist. So you've got your on and off button that's on here, so you can turn it on or off. So the next button here gives you access to all your assistance systems. So for example, we've got ACC, you've got the limiter on there as well, so you can limit it. Side assist is obviously ticked, rear traffic alerts is ticked, and front assist is on there as well. So that's just your main menu button. If you want to actually set the ACC, if you're at a certain speed, you press set, and that sets the system. If you touch the brake for any reason and turned it off, you press resume, and that takes you back to where you were before. The middle button here sets the distance you are in between the car in front. So you can have different levels of that system. And then plus and minus is basically to increase and decrease your speed. Just before we sign off for today as well, I thought we'll just point out as well, this vehicle actually with us in the Ocean here has got the 18-inch Terracina alloys, which are down here, which I don't think we've had on a vehicle before to show you. So I thought we'd just let you have a quick look at those as well, as it's here in the showroom as well. If you're interested, we could do a video on this particular vehicle. We might do that in a few weeks time as well, and let you have a look around this one that's in the showroom as well. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. You found it informative on the new steering wheel that's there. If you have, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.